about the internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right in today's video. You can't even make this stuff up. Swift and Ripple are currently working in silence, and we have some hardcore evidence. There is a PDF circulating right now that was published in April 2023, which is this month. Digital assets by Swift, and they go over a lot of stuff here, which we are going to cover in depth. So why don't we start with this Ripple insight, evolving RippleNet for a tokenized future. Now in 2023, we have Swift coming out and saying between January and July 2022, together with Northern Trust, Clearstream, Citi, and technology partner Settle, okay? Settle is their technology partner. This is what I mean by they could be working directly with the company or indirectly with the company. This is the article back from 2022. Swift completes tokenization interoperability trial with Settle, Clearstream, Northern Trust. If we go ahead and read it, Settle used its portal token interoperability solution to integrate a range of enterprise blockchain technologies in a permission fashion. These included R3's Corda, correlated with Ripple, Hyperledger Bazoo, correlated with Ripple, Hyperledger Fabric, correlated with Ripple, Digital Assets DAML, smart contract language, and Settle's own ledger. These are all testing phase that they're doing. And you know, when I said in the past how all these big executives are jumping ships coming on over to Ripple, and after they gather all that information within the Ripple company, they go and apply that knowledge into companies like Settle, for example, or even Michael Barr, Rosie Rios, the list goes on and on. Well, guess what happened back in 2021? Settle hired Ripple global head of banking to lead payment business. And she is Margin Delante. And she was big in terms of having meetings with the IMF and making presentations for the IMF, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at her resume. So Ripple for 3 years and 6 months, but previously she was at Swift for 10 years. This is exactly what I mean. Remember Marcus Treacher? More than 10 years. Same thing. They're all jumping ships. They go gain every piece of knowledge they could gain at Ripple, and then they go ahead and apply that to Settle, because a lot of these bigger companies are going to be utilizing XRP and RippleNet directly or indirectly. They're all going to communicate one way or another. At the end of the day, the best blockchain is going to win when it comes to frictionless scalability and the fees. And moving along, page number 3, going forward, what is the burning problem? Take a look. They still don't have solutions to the problems. Today, I face a large variety of DLT platforms, a large variety of technology players to run this digital custody business, regulatory uncertainty in certain asset classes, XRP. And then they went on to say they need a solution to minimize the complexity to reach any asset pools wherever there are independently of the selected ledger. Have maximum interoperability with existing systems wherever possible. Get some flexibility on the flow orchestration needed. What sort of cache leg is required, actors needed, type of chain, etc. All of this, Ripple has the solution for. They have to do this. They have funding. They have so many people working there. They're going to try to make their own system. At the end of the day, they're going to be forced to utilize a private company system.
We have a chief financial officer and an entire innovation team solely focused on this. And their work is even more important than ever before at this pivotal stage in the financial services digital transformation. We are innovating in multiple areas to anticipate how we can help you adapt and adopt different forms of value with a focus on interoperability. SWIFT is working across the industry with banks, central banks, market infrastructures, and regulators on numerous proofs of concept, and is closely examining emerging trends in areas such as central bank digital currencies, tokenized assets, where we just announced some breakthrough work, and the linking of market infrastructures to explore how it can support interoperability and enable the seamless flow of value.
And then getting on to this part, take a listen to what they say here. Remember when you guys talked about public blockchains, private blockchains, and how there's going to be two different values for XRP? That's never going to happen. And just going based off of what Swift says here, take a listen to this. Asset movement is performed on a single or multiple chain, public to public, private to public. Folks, go on and smash that like button. It's going to be a level playing field. This is what they're orchestrating right here. And then to put the icing on the cake, potential upcoming changes are to be discussed with the market. Note that these can go live in November 2024 at the earliest if they are voted and accepted. And take a look at the one of corners, automated market maker. And you know what just came out on the XRP ledger? David Schwartz, I am more personally excited about this feature than any other proposed XRP ledger feature in the past. And ladies and gentlemen, on April 24th, Multi-Chain Media announced XRP Ledger's new AMM network, and that is the automated market maker. What are the odds that Swift is trying to implement AMM and they have not found anything yet? You can't even make this stuff up. Everything is lining up perfectly. Ripple is one step ahead of the game, it looks like, from here. And then crypto liquidity and the future of tokenization. This is where the world is leading towards. The new infrastructure is being built right now as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Nothing but facts. Time will settle all arguments with XRP haters. And we're going to finish off with this little article. Visa to develop Brazilian blockchain-powered CBDC project. What are the odds? Ripple, massive in Brazil. And all the connections that we have connected Visa to Ripple, indirect correlations. I'm telling you folks, this thing is going to be absolutely massive. We will be back with another episode.
In terms of, you mentioned CBDCs is on your radar. In what regard, how are you helping out with that?
Absolutely. We have an interesting approach. We realize we're not going to solve that problem for every single central bank around the world. We're very targeted. We found great interest in some of the smaller central banks around the world that are looking for a strategy, looking for a partner, looking for a technology, a side blockchain, ideas about how to go about this. So we had our first MOU signed with the Kingdom of Bhutan in my neck of the woods back in Asia. Palau is an example, but we're in conversations with dozens of central banks around the world. But we're in conversations with dozens of central banks around the world, trying to figure out the best way to help them across this goal.
They want to use XRP or Ripple Labs or to develop it?
They want to use technologies that will help them help their own citizens. And so we don't believe there's any one solution for all these central banks in this technology across the world. There's places we can play. There may be a side chain to the XRP ledger. We may help in the interoperability across this, but it's going to be different at every single central bank.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.